Hi there, my name is Kronenberg and welcome to my channel. This is a game review of the demo of the Ballad Singer, a hand-drawn choose your own adventure indie game. The developer and publisher is Curtel Games. It came out in 2019, it's got mostly positive reviews and it's currently for £19.49 on Steam. It's got single player achievements and trading cards and full controller support. For Windows 7 to 10, it's an asymmetric adventure inspired by RPGs and game books, when you can experience many dynamic stories. Forge the fate of Hesperia through the stories of 4 different adventurers in a fantasy world, completely illustrated and narrated. Now, I don't normally play RPG games, but I thought I'll have a go at this one. It looked quite interesting. So when you start up, you have a little box that appears with your set up your resolution and stuff like that. It looks like you've got Italian. I can't tell. I'm going to go with Italian. Yeah, it's Italian and British, or English. So your video is there, and it's probably best if you do, when you first start it up, set your resolution up properly, because it's obviously not there. Audio was all up about 50. I'm going to shunt this back down to 23, give or take, when I start the game back up. I have left this all alone. Also, when I do the release the video, I'll put down the timestamps of this bit, the gameplay, and the review at the end, so you can skip through it all. Controls, well, there's these. There's the interface, and the voices, and the book. I'm not using a controller, so God help me. Apparently, I do know about controllers being sometimes better than using the keyboard. Right, so we'll work that up to about, well, 19. There we go. Okay, so I haven't done any of this. It is a demo, so I don't know how much we'll be able to get. So we'll click on campaign. Oh Lord. So am I Leon? Oh no, I can pick the choose. Alright, I can be Ancoran, a ranger. Oh no, I can't. She's locked. Oh, so I must be Leon. There we go. I'm Leon. Okay. There's quite a lot of lengthy stuff to read there. Oh, I see. Right. So do you have options? Yeah, I'm going to do Hesperia Citizen because I don't play these kind of games. Okay, let's click go. Yes. Here we go. Oh, just so.
This tutorial should help you get familiar with the game's interface. Clicking on the choices, you'll shape the story and proceed along your adventure.
Okay.
Clicking on the icon above the choice will play its audio. With these arrows, you'll scroll through the longer choices. Click on this button to hide the book. Now click it again to reveal it. Click on the bottom left corner to move the book and the choices. Now click it again to return These buttons are to manage the narration's audio. Here, you'll find the icons to manually save the game and to see the amount of fate you have left. Here, you can find the icons to return to the main menu, to see the game's options, and to pause the music and narration. When you return to the main menu, the game is automatically saved to the You can customize all the controls. Now, click on the first choice to begin your story, or click on the other one if you'd rather get to know the game system better.
No, I'm just going to go straight through to my adventure. Let's go for it. I've got time to go through all the options. Sometime long ago. That's me. Oh, hills and mountains. Village infested by the plague.
For years now, peace has been reigning over the continent of Hesperia. The feats of ancient heroes, warriors, and magicians will live on as legends and children's bedtime stories. Everything is back to normal. Markets and trades are flourishing, raids of marauders are rare, and brigands have mostly taken to dwell in hidden groves and forests. However, wizards have lost control over their dark experiments. The Tower of Balinor has become the cradle of new races and monstrous creatures. They now roam free in the lands of Kelsinar and beyond. Leon,
Thank you.
powerful wizard withdrawn to the shadows, belongs to this world. Leon plans to carry out his obscure designs and bring back the darkness of his own past. He had studied at Balinor under the great wizard Raymond until he decided to take his own path. Leon would never forget the people who helped him survive when he was but a boy, age 6, just as he will never forget who took him away from his family, from everyone dear to him, and from his kingdom. Now, he feels the time has come to take everything back. Thanks to his magical talent, he's mastered all of nature's elements, but he has several choices to make. He could expand his powers. The task would set him on the research of the book that will allow him to learn a new type of sorcery bound to blood. His own master had revealed to him the existence of the manuscript. Or he could look for a tomb hiding a crucial artifact, a relic containing the blood of 2 ancient wizards. They both had the power to dominate all 4 of nature's elements, just as he. Of course, he could also recruit some allies. What would be better than befriending a dragon? A hooded figure trudges through the rain, supported by a cane just as tall as him. He has just left the Tower of Balinor and has no intention of turning back. He meditates on his ambitions and craves a new beginning for his life. His heart beats madly as he steps along the path. The dull sky, laden with clouds, mirrors the torment grasping his chest. Leon has a good soul, but he shall bear no limitations to achieve his goals. He faces 3 choices.
Oh, right. So here we go. I'm gonna retrieve the book. Let's go for the book.
Leon decides to go after the Book of Blood Magic. He heads northwest for the city of Remagast, close to the border with the cold desert. He might find an old acquaintance there to start issuing his first commands. His journey proceeds smoothly, and after about 1 day, Leon crosses the city gates. His eyes meet a ghastly scene. Remagast is still in ruin. Triumvar Lotanor, the blood wizard who tried to take over Kelsinar, had dealt it a harsh blow. Though the wizard was defeated, he had been able to hide away the secrets of his sorcery. Leon had been able to gather such information due to being closely tied to the wizard's story. Their hearts were just as dark. He moves among the alleys of the city, heading to a tavern with a sign so badly faded that the name can no longer be read. He has the feeling that his man might be within those walls. The hall is crowded, and the noise is deafening. Nobody notices his entrance, save for a bald, pale head, which turns to face him. His pointed ears move as if they have a life of their own. Leon recognizes him right away and heads for the elf's table. Good day, Ankalimo.
Good day to you, Leon. What brings you here?
My design is moving forward, declares the wizard with ill-concealed pride.
What do you need me to do?
Head to Snelfos, gather the army, take the city, and ready yourselves to move against Balinor, Leon orders.
Has the time finally come?
Indeed.
What are you going to do?
Asks Ankalimo, intrigued. I will retrieve something which will render us invincible.
No time to lose, then.
We need to act now, declares Leon. Leon indulges in a night of restful sleep to restore his energy. After fleshing out the last details of his plan with Ankalimo, he resumes his journey to the north. First, however, he must carefully choose the enchantments he'll rely on. Triumvar Lotanor was able to bend all of nature's elements to his will, so he needs to be ready for any circumstance. As evening falls, the wolves' howls echo in the ominous landscape. The wizard comes across an imposing jet tower. Searching around the complex, he locates the door with surprising ease. Leon is skeptical. He had expected some sort of magical ploy to be hiding it. Perhaps all of Triumvar's enchantments were lifted upon his death. However, his sixth sense warns him that something isn't quite right. Examining the tower thoroughly, he finds the bones of a mouse. A trap appears to still be operational. Leon studies the corpse closely and analyzes the ground around it. He notices that the bones are broken and the soil seems to be overturned. The wizard must now choose which magic to use to safely enter the tower.
Okay, so do I scroll down the map? I don't want to click it because shoot a jet of water against the door to tear it. Lay one hand on the door and turn it to sand. Create a vortex to get to the window high above. No, I didn't.
The window's shutters are open,
I thought
and
there's...
Leon enters the tower effortlessly. The room is pitch black, save for a single glimmer of light that shines on a desk. As Leon takes a step forward, the windows shut abruptly and everything fades to black. A heavy silence looms over the room. The only sound Leon can hear is a dripping noise that grows increasingly louder until it resembles that of a babbling brook. The water soaks Leon's feet, soon rising to his ankles. Even though he can't see anything, he must hurry. Leon feels his way around the room.
I was trying to click on this little thing here because I can't.
Light a flame in the palm of the hand to light up the room. There must be something to stop the flow of the water.
Oh, it's probably better to click on that because this doesn't come up with anything.
Solidify the floor to stop the flow. Create a water barrier around Leon. Fighting water with water could be the winning choice.
What's that one?
Light a flame in the
No, that's
palm
not good,
of
is
the
it?
hand to light up the room. There must be something to stop the flow of the water.
I'm going to go with the water barrier. Let's go for it.
His magic doesn't work as he
Oh,
hoped.
bugger.
Unfortunately, Leon can't see anything in the room and conjures a random enchantment, which doesn't allow him to oppose the element that threatens him. Unluckily for him, the water flow is so abundant that it submerges him far too quickly. He doesn't have another chance to respond. The water completely invades the place, leaving him trapped. This is the end for Leon, who suffers greatly as he drowns.
Well, that's a piss. I'm going to have another go. Choose your fate. Change your fate. Okay, let's change my fate. Can I
The
pick it?
window's shutters are open, and Leon enters the tower effortlessly. The room is pitch black.
Light a flame.
Searching the room, Leon finds an hourglass on the desk, the only object in the otherwise unadorned chamber. Leon tries to pick it up, but the base is fixed to the desk as a sort of lever device. The movement stops the water flowing in from above, and it starts to drain out through several nozzles that sit along the walls. Meanwhile, a door opens, pointing him towards a long and winding spiral staircase. It leads up to the top of the tower. Leon bolts in as the door shuts behind his back. This time, the room lights up completely. The chamber is circular in shape, and at its center lies a bookstand with a significant tome on top. Closing in, Leon reads the title, Blood Magic. Everything seems easy, perhaps too easy. But Leon has a shut door behind him, and there is no way out. Out of nowhere, a fire elemental appears, ready to jump on the sorcerer. Summon a water elemental to fight the Guardian. Summon an earth elemental to fight the Guardian.
God, what's the best one for fire? Earth or water? I'm going to go with water because I'm pretty sure water lets out the fire. Let's go for it.
Leon kills the Guardian
Yay!
and takes the book. A secret door opens along the side of the tower, and he steps in. A row of torches lights his path. Even though he can't fathom how any of it is possible, 1,000 thoughts rush through his mind. He has faced many dangers, including death. However, he had done it. The tunnel takes him outside, from where Leon will resume his journey.
Ah. I'm going to search the dragon. Let's have a puff the magic dragon.
Without hesitation, Leon decides to head to Laganasa. The cold desert is an inhospitable region inhabited only by outlaws. Its border is marked by an imposing metal fence. No one has ever been able to climb over it. Several barracks are placed along it, evenly spaced, with hosts of soldiers. Each troop is numbered. The changing of the garrison takes place but once a year. A patrol sees Leon and stops him. They warn him against heading across the border alone. Leon tries to pull rank as a sorcerer, meaning to persuade them to let him through. Instead, the soldiers surround him and escort him to the highest ranking officer.
And this is?
The captain inquires.
He wouldn't say.
One of the soldiers replies.
Talk then, or I'll lock you up.
My name is Leon. I'm a wizard of Balinor.
He speaks. What brings you so far from home?
My business is none of your concern.
You arrogant fool. I'll have you whipped before I'll throw you in the cell. Now answer my questions.
The captain of the guards is infuriated, and Leon doesn't like orders. The wizard must now decide whether to submit and start answering, or to attack. Summon a bundle of roots to strangle the others. I'm not looking for trouble. I'm on a secret mission on the wizard's behalf.
I'm going to go with that one.
There are no secrets here at the border. Arrest him.
Oh,
Let's see if a
bugger.
few days in jail will get him to talk.
I'm going to fight. Let's go for it. Death to you all.
Leon is outraged by the power play taking place. He decides to act upon getting rid of his audience. Although a great wizard indeed, Leon has overlooked a minor detail.
Oh,
He
bugger.
is not immune to fire, and triggering such a high-level spell in a room so small is simply idiotic. He burns alive alongside the others as their cries of agony rise to the sky. The flames devour the building, leaving it visible from miles away.
What a pisser. Okay, well, I'm going to pause it there. I know it's a short one, but I'm actually going to pause it briefly. I'm going to come back to the options here. Turn that off. Yeah. So, this is a good game. I mean, I tend not to... Let me just come back. Don't really matter about this flashing, but I tend not to like RPG games mostly because it's all this throwing spells, and you know you have to learn how to not craft, but you have to figure out which kind of spell to use, and you have to sort of use certain not ruins, but certain herbs and spices and all sorts of stuff just to create a potion to then throw. You know what I mean? I'm completely lost with those kind of things. That's just me because I just don't like RPG games. So I had a quick look at this, and it's basically a storybook, and it's like the old ones that you might have seen. I've done a couple of other reviews of other games that have written story, but you just read them to yourself. But this is the kind of where you'd have the book, and then you'd have down here it would be fight the dragon, da 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 da, turn to page 12, turn to page 35, turn to page 90. So you turn to page 90 and you'd be like, oh, you fought the dragon, and you got, you know what I mean? And that's what it is, that's what it's based upon. And I think it's really good because you don't really need to learn about potions. I mean, I fought the... What did I do? I ended up burning myself alive here because I'm no good at with fire. I'm assuming as you then move through the game, you learn about fire, and then when you do go for the dragon and you end up here, you can use the fire because you'll have used it in another scenario or something like that. But you don't need to learn all the potions and the herbs and spices and everything else to go into the fire thing. So I really like this. I might actually add this to my list because it's a very interesting game, and the graphics are very nice. They're all hand drawn, and they're not all moving around. They are what they are, and this is how it is when you read. Obviously, this is moving, but when you're reading the book, this is what you would have. You have these little guys, and you'd be reading this, and you'd be like, "Oh my, oh, I've died." It said you've died. Go back to the beginning, or go back 10 pages or something like that. And I like the fact that you can click this and then try to do your fate again. So, or you can start as a new character. So it does have its options. What's this down here? I forgot what this was. The 14 goes or something. Yeah. I'd say if you're into RPG games, you're into story-based games like you know, the books, and you want a more of a relaxed game. You're not moving your characters around. You're just going through the thing, and it's nice having this guy just talking to you. So you don't have to. Well, you do have to read it, but you can have it on the background and stuff, and it's a very nice game. I mean, it's a bit expensive, but hey ho, there's other games that are out there the same sort of price that might be a bit more miserable or whatever, but why not? I'd say go for it. Okay, well, hope you've enjoyed watching my game review of the demo of the Ballad Singer. Now, I've got other games in my my channel. RPG games, not really much. I've got the story kind of games, like I say, where you've just got like you don't have any of this. It's just this, and you just read it all, and then you just click on which one you would go for, and then you move to the next thing, and it's just basically just a page. So I've got a couple of those you can have a look at if you want to. But I've got plenty of other reviews of all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to. Give me the old thumbs up if you like this video. Put comments in the comments box below if you like this, you want me to do more of these kind of things. I can find more of these. Okay, thank you for watching and goodbye.